my first impression and my first actual contact with Cecelio was when it was right after a Sunday morning church service. And I hear this huge loud bang. And I walk around the corner to the foyer of the church, and Cecelio had sprinted, playing tag with somebody, into a pane glass window. He got knocked out. He was on the ground. We had to take him to the hospital. And that's my first impression of Cecelio. I thought he was this crazy, wild, rambunctious kid.
The first time I met Cecelio, he had braids, and he was always in basketball attire. And I mean, judging from the outside appearance, I would have never guessed he is who he actually turned out to be.
Weeks and months after that, he kept coming back to church Sundays, Wednesdays, anytime we had an activity. Within that time period, I learned that Cecelio was probably one of the most driven people I've ever met, all about bettering himself and digging into the Word, wanted to know more about the gospel, wanted to know more about the Bible, and the guy's all about serving people and basically finding a need and meeting it.
One of the brightest, most brilliant, most catch on to everything so fast guys I know.
Hi, my name is Cecelio Harris, and I'm an 11th grader at PCO. I want to be an industrial designer, so that's what I'm aiming for. And like, it's quiet in there, and like, it's kind of relaxing. If you want to clear your mind, I just draw.
My role is to sort of fill in the gap of the information that they're receiving from their environment and their peers, and the information and the skills that it takes to be successful in outside of the neighborhood that they're growing up in.
I would say thank you, and like, I really appreciate all y'all done for me and my brothers and my family. I mean, because if y'all would never done that, my brothers, the verge they would have went on, the street they going on and stuff like that, they probably would have still been doing it. And like, it impacted on my life.
Basically, as what I knew Cedric as before, he's basically a kid that was going to fall between the cracks. I don't really think his outlook was very positive at all when I first came in connection with this kid and whatnot.
I first met Cedric about 3 years ago. He was in 3rd grade, and that was my first year to be a Whiz Kids tutor. Whiz Kids is an after-school program that helps underprivileged students after school to do better in school and to be more accomplished in their schoolwork.
I met Cedric around this time last year. We had a church trip to Six Flags, and him and Demarie were the only 2 boys who got to go. And they needed a male sponsor, and they asked me to go along with them.
I just saw Cedric grow immensely, and I don't know if it was the pats on the back or the good jobs or if he just really was gaining confidence in his reading, but I really saw Cedric start to excel that first year. And as a matter of fact, by the end of the year, his reading level had come up so much that we went from simple little books that had like 2 or 3 words on a page to actually reading very simple chapter books, which was a huge accomplishment for him.
He's a bit more of a leader than he was. He was a straight-up follower when I met him, but I think he seems to be a little bit more comfortable in his own skin, and seems to be taking, having his own personality develop a little bit.
I see kids that have certain needs and they need kind of a little extra help. And so as a principal, I take kids like Cedric to the gym and spend time with them playing basketball, talk a little noise to them, also encourage them at the same time. And so just try to boost this kid, help him to inch along and just make progress in his life any and every way.